Okay, now we're going to move on to the final step of the installation. Well, not the final step, but the installation of the pegs themselves. What we're going to do is they want us to moisten each hole, and then we're going to use a polyurethane glue. They actually recommend like Gorilla Glue Clear. So what we're going to do is first we're going to moisten each peg hole, a little bit of water on a Q-tip, and then on the peg itself, we're going to put a drop of the Gorilla Glue on there. So that is the fun part, or the maybe disconcerting part for some, I suppose. But that is what they're calling for. I think they said that this type of glue can be softened up with some moisture or heat. I forget what it is. But we're going to do that. And then when we're done, we got to wipe off any excess glue before it dries. So we're just going to do one peg at a time here. Start with the G. Just a little swirl of water on there. Just going to put a small drop of they want to bead around the contact area. So I think what we're going to do, I'm kind of blocking the, oops, shit. Excuse my language there. That was a bit more than I wanted. I was just thinking that that's probably, that was definitely more than I wanted on there, but we'll go ahead. Screw that in. Screw it in until it stops. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna, that was way more than I wanted on there, so we're gonna clean that up right away. Clean that up right away. Get that all off of there. That was definitely more glue than I wanted, so we're going to use the toothpick for each subsequent one. But let's see how that looks. There we go. And yeah, and here we're sitting basically flush on that side. And all the way in over there. Sweet. Okay, now get rid of that Q-tip because I don't want to get excess glue. Okay, there we go. The D-string. I guess the water, I think they said the water helps the wood with the bonding a little bit better. So here's what we're going to do this time. Be a little smarter about that here. Actually, let's grab another trough. Just put some glue out in here. There we go. There. we go. I think that's a little bit better. There we go. Oops. Can't see there, so then we're threading it all the way in. Okay, another different Q-tip here. Use these other Q-tips. We're gonna just do one at a time here to. Okay. On to the E string. There's our little bit of moisture. Glue on the peg. Yep. And as I mentioned before, these thread in the opposite direction of tightening. So they kind of thread in the loosening direction. So each string sitting a little prouder than the others. That one's kind of very flush, very flush. E's sitting a little proud, but that's quite all right. Okay, and then we will do the A is last. Moisture there. Down. Okay. There we go with the A. They are kind of tight to thread in, so for someone that doesn't have as much finger strength, I'm not sure what a good recommendation is. I saw some people said if you wrap the end of the peg with some rubber bands, you get better grip on it. You don't want to use the actual gear. You don't want to use the geared part of the peg to set them. you want to just use the body itself to set it. Okay, there we go. And then let's see, hopefully they all actually turn. Oh yeah, there we go. That's nice. The A is a little rougher than the others. Maybe the hole on the other side, because the actual other side of the peg spins a little bit. So maybe that one is binding up a little bit or something. But yeah. So there we go. The pegs are all installed. I will come back in a little bit. Not sure how long the glue needs to dry, but I'm going to give that a little bit of time before I install the strings and bridge. So there we go. Those are all installed. The E's working nice and smooth. And I'm actually going to be leaving the fine tuner on the E as well. You probably don't need to have a fine tuner on here anymore. Yeah, the A is a little rougher than the others are, but it's hopefully that'll free up over time. I think it's just binding on the other side because the other side actually spins with it. So I think that this hole may not be perfectly straight on the other side here. But there we go. I'm going to let it cure for a little bit and then install the strings.